Checking out the Conqueror. We're back. What is up, Vape Fam? It's Dave, back with you from Married to the Mod, and today we're going to be checking out this Conqueror by Wotofo. And I've been vaping on this thing for a little bit now. At first, my first impression of the thing was, I don't think I'm really going to like this. It's a postless deck, and it looks kind of hard to build on, you know, but in here we're going to go ahead and do a build. We're going to drop down low. I'm going to show you how to build on it, show you how to wick it, and I got to be honest, I'm really liking this thing. The flavor is excellent off of it, and we'll talk about all that later. I just want to say, we're back. We're going to start banging more and more reviews out, and it feels really good to be able to do videos again. Good to see you and you and you over there and you over there that's watching. Thanks for watching, guys. Let's drop down low and check this out. Alright guys, we're back with you down low with the Conqueror by Wotofo. This is the box that it'll come in. Pretty nice presentation here. Slide that out. And on top here you're going to have a manual of how to set everything up. Different build deck on here like I said, so I'll show you that. Get a little chance to win a t-shirt. And then here it is, the Conqueror. Now, couple specs. Without the drip tip, this is going to be 46 millimeters. The drip tip's 9 millimeters. It is a shorty drip tip. You add that, the whole thing is going to be 55 millimeters without the 510 pin. So that's how much it's going to sit on your mod actually. Now, taking a look at this thing, it does have that, like, elegant type of look. Just let you look at it real quick. 2 windows offset here. It says Conqueror right here. Really deep engraving on it. So on the bottom here, it's going to say Conqueror. On the bottom here, it says Wotofo. I don't see any serial number on it. Has a gold-plated 510 pin there. It sticks out a good bit, but I still wouldn't recommend using this on a hybrid mech mod. You're going to have 5 holes on each side for your airflow. And there is a stopper also. Then moving up, right here is where you're going to adjust your juice flow control on it, and that turns like so. It's kind of hard to see on video, but basically it's going to turn, and this is going to raise and lower. That's your chimney and your outer barrel of the build deck right in there, and this side's going to show you your juice level. Now this is top fill. You just unscrew the top here. That pops off like so. And then you got some nice big fill ports there. Some 2 kidney size fill ports. Alright, so let's take the deck off. That's where the whole star of the show is on this thing. As you can see, let's see if we can get it like that. Yeah, you can see me push my finger up and down in that. See that piece of metal go up and down in there? That's your juice flow control, and that's what changes when you actually turn this top piece here. Alright, so let me throw this build deck on this awesome Tenderfoot stand I got, and let's take a look at it. Now, this is a postless build deck, and you're going to have, let me get some better light over here on it. You're going to have your positive and your negative. Positive is going to have that little insulation surrounding it there. And then you're going to have 2 air holes. So what you're going to do is you're going to build your coils from this side, the positive, to the negative, right over those airflow holes. And actually, what I didn't show you, what this comes with in the package here, you're going to get some cotton. You're going to get some comp wire coils, pre-made coils. We'll take those out in a second. And then you're going to get some goodies, an Allen wrench, some extra screws, some O-rings. Let's go ahead and build this. What we're going to do is take these out of the package. Okay, so yeah, they're going to give you 3 tiger wires, 5 wrap, look to be about 2.5 millimeter in diameter. And when you insert these, cut your leads. I mean, you know, kind of put them in to see how far down those holes are going to take them, but don't cut them too short. You cut them too short, you're going to have to go right on to the next one. I bet you they included 3 to guess that someone's going to mess up with lead and cut it too short. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is cut about half off. So I got this first coil installed here, and hopefully you can see this, that it's sitting about 1 millimeter above that airflow hole. Now, just a heads up, that's how much leg I left on that coil. So these are going to be some pretty deep holes. Don't cut too much off. You know, don't think, oh, all right, I'll cut it, 2-3 millimeter long leg. No, you need about 5 or 6 millimeters to go into that positive and negative hole. Alright, so I got both the coils in there. They're sitting pretty level. I got them sitting about 1.5 millimeters, maybe 2 millimeters off that air hole in there. Both centered right over that airflow. So yeah, let's go ahead and put this on a mod. This right here, a Tenderfoot stand from Don Attyholder on Facebook. If you want one, go and pick one up. They make building 10 times easier. Give you something nice to hold on while you're trying to maneuver everything. I would definitely go check this out. I'll try and put a link in the description to his Facebook page. That's where he sells them off of. But $35, that includes shipping. Worth the price in my opinion. I use it every day. And they're reading 0.21, the coils that come with it. Well, pretty nice already. Yeah, we're going to go ahead and leave it just like that. Alright, so we got a couple pieces of this cotton bacon here. We're going to go ahead and wick these up, and I'll show you how I'm going to leave my wicking on it. You don't want that too tight in there, but you definitely don't want it too loose either. You want to try and leave those nice and fluffy. Just like so. Now to cut these, what I'm actually going to do is leave a little extra here. Just a little bit extra. And then I'm just going to kind of stuff it back behind these wicking holes right here. So that right there is pretty much what we're left with. You don't want to cover up them air holes coming from underneath, obviously, because you're going to cut your airflow down. But you want to make sure that there's enough wicking and cotton along these sides here so that that juice isn't going to rush in and flood right out those airflow holes. I know you have a juice flow controller on this, but sometimes that doesn't always work. You open it up too much and you got a big mess on your hands. Let's go ahead and fill this up. We're going to use some of this punch from Beard Company. This stuff is excellent. Go a little bit more. Now we're going to go ahead and take the barrel and everything. Oh, and before I put that on, this will not come apart. Yes, you can take your top cap off, but if you break this glass, you're going to kind of have to go out and get yourself a whole new one. Kind of like the Serpent. It's very, very similar to the Serpent in that way, and a few other ways. The big difference is you can use dual coil on this instead of single coil, and I think this looks a little sharper, a little nicer with the window offset. Put this back together. Now I'll be able to show you the juice flow here. There's two actual parts here, okay? There's the part that's the juice flow and the top part. There's another ring right here. Hopefully the camera's going to pick that up. And you're just going to turn that. Kind of hard to get a hold of because there is no knurling here. So there's nothing to really grab onto. My hands are kind of just slipping around it. Alright, so that's all the way tightened. Now when you have all that all the way down and tightened, that's when you want to fill it. I'm going to close off my air hole here. I mean, big wicking holes to the point where I could literally just pour some juice in there. It'll hold 4 milliliters. So yeah, that's the Wotofo Conqueror. And you can see there's some juice in there. Let's see your juice down here. Alright, let's go ahead and jump back out, vape on it, and I'll tell you what I think about it. Alright, we're back with you up top here, Vape Fam. And, oh, it feels good to be doing videos again. I just want to say that again. But, the Conqueror by Wotofo. Now, like I kind of got into earlier, when I first saw this, I wasn't too excited about it. I didn't really like the look of it. Now, it's growing on me, and I'm getting kind of like giddy over the thing. The flavor is amazing off of it. And these offset windows, one to show you your juice level, one to show you your juice flow control. I love it. The flavor is good, which I already said. I told you I'm giddy. I can't even think. But the airflow is really nice. Little bit restricted, but not too much at all. Something that's not going to go, oh, that's too restrictive for the big lung hitters out there. Really, really nice. The deck on it, not having the posts, give you a little bit more room to build on a smaller size deck, because the deck really isn't that big. I got those 2.5 millimeter diameter tiger wire coils that came with it, which are awesome coils, by the way. And you know what? They're reading at 0.21, 68 watts. Let's catch a vape. Excellent. Vaping on some of this Punch by Beard Company. This stuff is delicious. A lot of those fruit punches that you get are like a little bit harsh. This is mixed and blended really, really good. Spot on with the Hawaiian Punch type of flavor. And you get a little umbrella with it when you buy it. So, I mean, hey, what can you lose? You get this umbrella to put in your drink, you know? Alright, anyways. I picked this up from wetvapes.com. They're going for $29.99. And at that price right there, excellent. Get you one. You can use the coupon code MARRIEDTOTHEMOD, all lowercase. You'll get 10% off your entire order. Take advantage of that. They have some really cool stuff on that site there, and I can't push them enough. They're awesome people there. Customer service is great. Definitely check out that website. As far as pros and cons on this, okay? A big pro to me is that postless deck. It gives you a lot more room to work on. Now, you're not going to fit your crazy builds in here, your Alien Claptons and stuff like that. But you can get up to 22 gauge wire in here pretty easily. Those positive and negative holes are big enough to fit 22 gauge wire. You go down to 20, I don't think it's going to fit. I didn't try it, but I think 22 is going to be your limit on it. I think you can also get a 3mm diameter coil on here, and it's dual coil. That's a big pro. Compared to like something like the Serpent, which this is very comparable to, is you're going to have that dual coil instead of that single coil. With the dual coil, it's kicking out some awesome flavor. Let me get another bit. Clouds, bro, clouds. It's excellent. I love the deep engraving of Conqueror. It's a very simple type of design. It has an elegant look to it. Lots of pros on this thing. The drip tip, it is 510 compatible. You can use your own drip tip if you like. Alright, let's talk about cons. I think they should have done the juice flow control differently. Alright. There's a little bit of knurling here to go ahead and unscrew your fill cap. Okay, so when you take this off, now this top ring here is your juice flow control. However, there's no knurling on this. So when you're trying to change it, that threading in there seems a little chunky. So you really got to get down on it, and you really got to turn it in order to get it to move. So I think that needs to be looked at, and they should probably put a little bit of knurling up here just to give you something to hold on to. With that being said, you can move it around. You know, you are capable of doing so, but there's an easier thing. You can do it easier with some knurling. Also, another con, you cannot take this completely apart. You can take the deck section out, and you can take the top cap off. This has glass in it. If this glass cracks or breaks, you're screwed. You got to go get yourself a whole new Conqueror if you're liking it. That right there is a huge con to me because I am one clumsy dude and I break a lot of shit. So this may be one that, oh, it almost looked like it was about to leak there, but maybe just a few drops came out. Got to really watch that juice flow control in this, because if you open that all the way up, you're going to let that juice just kind of rush into there and come straight out those airflow holes. So be careful with it. But the quality of vape on this thing is excellent. It's better than the Griffin. The flavor is better than the Griffin, comparable to the Gemini in my opinion. You don't have any kind of top airflow. You just have the airflow coming from up under the coil. But the way that it's made with that chimney coming straight up, you can actually take this off and look right down into your coils. It's not a huge wide chimney. I'm going to say maybe 5 millimeters. But yeah, let me get a vape. I'm enjoying it. I'm going to recommend it to anyone out there. Not the newer builder. The newer builder is going to have a tough time with this. If you're experienced in building on only velocity decks, it's gonna kind of throw you for a loop. You're gonna have to play with it a little bit. Kind of another con is with these postless decks, you have to kind of judge how much lead to leave on your coil there. If you cut too little, you're gonna have to make a whole new coil. So just kind of cut it. If this is your lead, just cut it this much. Try it. Too much? Cut it a little bit more. Try it. Don't just go, okay, I think I can cut this much off, and now I got to make a whole new coil, you know? Just take your time when building this. Even if you are a new builder and you decide to pick this up, take your time while building it. It's going to give you an excellent vape. Excellent. And excellent. So glad to be back, guys. Thank you to everyone out there who's sticking with us. I know we were gone for a couple of weeks, had some family things going on. But yeah, we're back now. Got free time to do some reviews. We're going to start banging them out for you. Got some new stuff coming up. I'm going to show you this Pico. What else do we got? I got the touch box, the Sigelli 150 touch box. We're going to throw one out on that. I got this drip box in. We're going to do a review on that. Lots of new stuff coming up. So thank you to everyone out there who's subscribing. Thank you to everyone out there who's been subscribed and for sticking with us. Don't give up on us. We're here. We're here to stay. Lots of new stuff coming. Remember out there, vape together, stay together.